Welcome back. We're joined now by Commander Paul Abel with the Green Bay Police Department for our community update.
And Commander Abel, we've seen a lot of shootings recently. Just yesterday, we had two separate ones, one off Cherry Street, another by Emerald Court and 5th Street. So a lot of people want to know, are these all related? Are these random shootings? And should the public be concerned at this point?
First off, they're not related. What we're seeing is some just minor disturbances escalating into shots being fired. In both of those cases, our officers, our patrol officers, were able to take the suspects into custody right away.
And are these cases where these people know each other, or are they just random?
No, they're acquaintances. Typically, it's, like I said, a low-level disturbance. Sometimes it's involving drugs and some of the other shootings that we've had in the city. But it escalates. Somebody brings out a gun, and it escalates even further.
Gotcha. Let's switch gears now. We've also seen a spike in motor vehicle thefts throughout the city. Why don't you tell us what's been happening there, how we can kind of be aware to prevent something like that from happening?
Right. We're seeing about a 50% increase this year in motor vehicle thefts, and a lot of these thefts are associated with people leaving their keys in their vehicle. And people walk around at night, they check the doors, looking for stuff to steal, and they find the keys and they take the vehicle. So we'd like to remind everybody, make sure you lock your keys in your house, not in your car.
Definitely good advice there. Now, of course, the Green and Gold are on the road playing Oakland tomorrow, but some fans were a little bit surprised at our home game last week when we saw some helicopters fly over. A bit surprising. What was happening there?
So up in stadium control, it was a little bit surprising for us as well. Two military helicopters flew over right in the middle of the first quarter, and almost perfectly timed for when the Packers scored. So it almost seems like it was on cue. But it was unplanned. Okay. So we've reached out to the military and the FAA to see if they can let us know what happened and why it happened.
Are we still waiting to hear back from them as far as what they were doing over there?
Correct. We're still waiting to see what happened from the military. They haven't finished their investigation yet.
Okay, gotcha. So we'll stay tuned to that. Maybe they just wanted to get a glimpse of Roger throwing that touchdown to Jimmy Graham right after it happened.
Right.
Who knows?
Right.
Well, public safety building, this is something that both the police department and Green Bay Fire Metro are in the works about. You guys are really trying to make this happen because of the conditions at both of your current departments. Tell us what you guys are really vouching for here.
So what we're looking for is a new public safety building in downtown Green Bay, and it's going to be a joint police and fire administration building. We are looking at a building that was built in 1968 for our police department. The fire department's building was built in the early 1900s. Our department was built for a staff of 90. We now have 194 just sworn patrol officers. So we have over 200 people in this building that was built for 90 people. We have expanded it once in 92, add a second floor. We're out of room. Technology has increased from the 1968 when this was built. Evidence as the rules for evidence has changed. So we have more storage. We have computers that we didn't have in 1968 that we have to keep. And there's a lot of evidence storage that we need. The fire department, they typically will have some sewage backup in some of their sinks at the Station House 1 that has to be corrected. So there's a lot of maintenance that has to be done with these buildings. We've outgrown them, and it's time to make that change.
Yeah, just growing out of that building and moving into the future. And part of that growth is the mounted officers that we've seen here on the show. You guys just had a really fundraiser with Culver's to help support that program. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we teamed up with our local Culver's restaurants with our mounted patrol, and we were able to raise about $3,900. It's great for the program. This is a program that takes no public dollars from the tax dollars. It's all donated funds. And they had a great time. Our officers had a great time. I talked to a couple of them the other day. They loved it. People love it.
And if you are out in public and you see these horses, don't be afraid to go up and meet the officers and the horses themselves. They're very friendly, they're well trained, and they're doing a great job patrolling the streets out there. That's our community update with Commander Paul Abel with the Green Bay Police Department, subbing in for Chief Andrew Smith on vacation out there enjoying himself. So thanks for subbing in today. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We got to check on this beautiful forecast coming up next on Local 5 this morning. Stay with us.